all its Mel. Hopefully I can get this done before this sun comes back out. Do you remember? No, there's the sun. Do you remember last week when I said if you would like to see how I done the innards of my memory books? Well, I had a couple of messages, so I am going to start a new one, and I'm going to use the Love Notes by, the glare off there is terrible, by Graphic 45. It's absolutely stunning, and this one's going to be for me, so I can take as long as I like on it, but it's an absolutely gorgeous collection. I'm not normally a red and black person, but it is gorgeous. So I've done my cover. I use a grey board that I get off of Amazon. Oh, do you know? And that's how thick it is. Okay, so it's really sturdy, and it comes in A3. I'll try and see if I can put the link below, because me and technology are just, but if not, I'll get you the name of the seller and what have you. And he's really reasonable, and as I say, it comes in A3, so it's more economical as well. So yeah, I've done my front and back cover, and this is going to be an 8x10 album. So there's my front and back cover, there's my spine. Now, about my spine, there's my dog's barking as well. Sorry about the banging, but I'm trying to manoeuvre everything. So there's my spine. Now I use a thing called Tyvek. Okay, and I also get this on Amazon. And what Tyvek is, it's like a paper, but it's like a fibrous paper. I'll show you what I mean if I can in this light. Can you see the fibres? And it's really strong. You can't rip it. You know, it takes some going. And I get this on Amazon as well, and it's Tyvek 55 GSM 20 A4 sheets. Okay, and I'll link that below as well, because it is really sturdy stuff. So I use that to do my hinge. Okay, and I just cut it. Like I say, this album is a 10 by 8. Okay, so I've cut this at 9 inches, so it's given me 9.5 inches, so it's given me a 1/4 of an inch top and bottom. You can't even see the bottom, but trust me, it's given me a 1/4 of an inch at the top and a 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. So I'm just going to put that on. What have I done with me? Do that. Oh, this light's awful. Let me just try and see if I can bring me blind down. And just bear with a minute. This video is going to be a bit longer. Let's see if I open them a bit. And I'll put my light on. It's a bit blue, but it's better. It's took that glare off anyway, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, so all I do is I put my tape on the back, and I use red line tape. Okay, the stronger the better. And this tie back, when you're putting your tape on, it will crease, and you know, don't worry about it. It's going to be getting covered. We just want it for its strength. That's all. Ooh. But whenever you're putting tape onto, no matter what material it is, burnish it. Always burnish. And burnish after you put down as well. So I'm going to... I'm going to start at the bottom of mine and work my way up. And all I'm doing is pressing it together, making sure it's side by side. Okay. Again, we'll burnish that down. Make sure it gets a good contact. Move on to my other piece. Just releasing the contact tape. Can't stand this red line. I love it, but I hate the static. You know that when you peel off the... I end up with it everywhere. So again, I'm making sure they're pushed together. Quarter of an inch up. And don't worry about that because nobody is going to see it. Okay, now we're going to put our spine cover on. Okay, so I've cut a piece that's 6 by 10 inches. Okay, and that's going to be my spine cover. Okay, so we're going to get this on. As close to the edge as I can get it. I should have taped all these before I come on actually, but just bear with. And I'll try not to drop my scissors because I know I keep getting told off for that. But you do use a lot of tape, so be prepared for that. if you have score tape, you know, the proper score tape, you can use that. I just find, I mean, I've got albums that I made 10 years ago and they're still in one piece. I mean, I could bring them in here and prove it to you. But yeah, so this way I've found to be the easiest, and as I say, they do last. I know this probably looks a bit like overkill, but as I say, this is the way I've always done mine and they've always lasted. See, I don't know how to edit in all my videos, so that's why I say you'd have to bear with. I'm not very tech savvy. Suppose I could always get my daughter to do it for me, but okay. Just burnishing all this down, making sure it's got good contact with the paper. Now there is two ways of doing your listen my boys, inner spine, and I shall show you that now. Both these ways have worked for me, but for quickness I use the one I'm going to show you in a minute, and it works for what I want. Okay, so now again we're going to come 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom, and again you're going to burnish it, and you can actually hear the air coming out of it when you're pressing down on it. And the thing is, if you leave the air under there, eventually it will stop making contact with the paper, and that's how they end up coming apart. Okay, now we're going to concentrate on the joins, and all I do is get my bone folder and run it along a few times. Okay, and then you can start lifting your cover up, and once you've lifted it up, you shouldn't see Now you can see mine there, the join where it's against my back cover. There's no bubbling at all, and that's because of the amount of tape that we put on. And I'm going to do the same to this side, and that's really important. You don't want bubbling. Okay, and again there you can see where the join is. Come on, focus. And there's no bubbles, there's no lifting of my paper at all. So that is our innards done and our cover. Okay, now we're going to concentrate on the spine. Now you can do it two ways, like I say. Well, there's probably more ways, but I use two specific ways. If I'm doing pocket pages, I will use this system, okay? And what it is, you take a piece of card, the same length as your book. So in my case, it would be 10 inches long. Well, 9.5 inches long, because I would want that 1/4 inch top and bottom. Okay, and then I would score it every 1/2 inch. Okay, you can see my score lines there. Every 1/2 inch. Okay, and then what you do is you burnish it all, obviously, but then you do mountain and valley folds. So you would end up with something that looked like that. And you see the way we've got them two channels there. So you would do 1/2 inch leave, and then you would do 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch and glue it together. So you would get like a channel. Okay, then you would leave 1/2 inch and then do 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch and glue it together, and you would get like another mountain. Okay, and you would just carry on like that all the way down your paper. There's 3 channels. And that gives you a 1/2 inch to play about with. Okay, so again you would do it, you can see it better there actually. So you would glue them together, them two. Then you would glue them two together, always leaving a 1/2 inch gap in between. I'm trying my best to figure out somewhere that I can show you. So it would look like that. Okay, but what I do is I now know where my cover is coming up. Okay, so I would take my page. I do my pages like this, and as I say, don't worry about them, they're gonna get covered. I do my pages like this, and as I say, my pages have never come off or anything. So put my tape on again, give it a good burnish. So you can't even see me from there. I bring the side of my book up, and then I take my page, and you can see the way I've got it there. Got the 1/2 inch sticking out. And what I do is I butt that up against my book cover. Okay. Make sure you're holding your book cover straight. And then press it down. And then I come in and I burnish it really well. Okay, and I just carry on like that. And don't look at it and think like I'm only putting 4 pages in this. But in reality that gives me 10. Because you have the front and back cover on the inside. Now you just measure this up against your first one that you put down. Make sure you get it straight. And burnishing like this stops it from cracking as well. So I go from using my red line tape, and I do use wet glue in between as well. So you can just see I'm just buttoning up the next one against the previous one. In actual fact, I could probably fit another 2-3 pages in this. See, I still have all this to play about with from the end of this one to there, so I could probably get another 2 pages, trust me. So when you open your book out, that's what you're looking at the top. So that's our 4 pages. Don't worry, they will separate once you get all your bits and bobs onto them. Yeah, so I could probably fit another 2 in there. So yeah, so that's my spine system. Okay, and as I say, you can also do, once this, I should explain about the back of the spine. Once you do the tie back, okay, and you fold it round and all, you will be left with gaps. Now, some people leave that, just de-stress it and leave it. I like to cover mine. So that gives you added strength as well to the back. So I thought I'd just explain that to you. So you can either use that system or, as I say, use this system. So what you're looking at is that, and that. So it's every ½ inch, and then you leave a ½ inch, do a mountain fold, leave a ½ inch, do a mountain fold, leave a ½ inch, do a mountain fold, right? So it's like that. Then you would cut off them corners. Let me just show you on one of them. I'll just do one of them with you. I don't want to keep you. How long have we been? 25 minutes. Right, you put tape around. You've done every 1/2 inch. So the second 1/2 inch, you put tape on it. Okay. Burnish it down. We want that contact and the air bubbles out. Take your tape off. Ugh. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a mountain by folding the second 1/2 inch, the third 1/2 inch over to the second 1/2 inch. Okay, so you'd end up with that. Okay, like a track. Okay, and then you would do that again all the way along till you'd add something that looked like that. All the way along your paper. Okay, and then what you do is before you put it in your book, you would snip the corners off them. So they're now looking like that. And that just makes it easier for you to slide your paper over the top of it. If you want, I can show you how to do this system as well properly. But I was just showing you the more common one that I would use. Okay, so you would end up with something that looked like that. Alright, if you want me to carry on showing you what I'm doing in my book, please comment below. I'll show you all the folds and everything that I do. And yeah, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.